Problem 5. Part A is finding a supply and demand table for these prices here. And we do that by plugging these prices into these formulas one by one. So let's just remember how to do it with $1. 50 times 1 is 50, minus 20 gives you 30. At a price of $1, the gas stations only want to sell 30 candy bars a week. Quantity demanded, we plug the 1 into right there. 30 times 1 is 30. 100 minus that 30 is 70. And then from there, it's the same sort of plugging them in and just working them out. That's a lot easier with a calculator than on paper. So I'm just going to give you the answers to that so we can move on to the next part. So here's the answer to part A. We just have this table filled out from plugging in lots and lots of things into those formulas there. Alright, so part B wants to know if we have a surplus or a shortage at each of these prices. Let's start with the $1 price. At this price, the gas stations think it's not a big deal to sell candy. They only want to sell 30 candy bars a week. They don't want to bother with stocking them and restocking them and all that stuff. Demanders, on the other hand, they must think that's a good price because they want to buy 70 candy bars a week. They want to buy a lot more than the gas stations want to sell them. So is that a surplus or a shortage? Well, that's a shortage. People want to buy 70, but the gas station can only be bothered to go out and get 30. So that is a shortage. And then how much of a shortage is it? Well, people want 70. Gas stations only want to sell 30. You subtract those, and that is a shortage of 40 candy bars a week. Last of all, anytime you have a shortage, that means that it is a price ceiling. Anytime you have a shortage, it's a price ceiling. Anytime that you have a surplus, that'll be a price floor. And that's because what do you usually do if people want to buy a lot more of something than you want to sell? You want to raise the price. If for some reason you're not allowed to raise the price, if the government says candy bars are $1 each and no more, that's a ceiling because it's stopping you from going up. It's stopping you from raising the price. Now let's look at what happens at a price of $2.50. At this price, candy bars are making you a lot of money, so the gas station, they want to sell 105 of them because they're making a lot of money off of that now. The demanders, on the other hand, that's an expensive candy bar. They don't want to buy as many. They only want to buy 25 now. So if the gas stations want to sell 105 and the people only want to buy 25, is that a surplus or a shortage? Well, that's a surplus. There's a lot of stuff there that nobody wants to buy. And then what's the size of that surplus? Again, you just subtract. Gas stations want to sell 105. People only want to buy 25. That's a surplus of 80 candy bars a week. And anytime you have a surplus, is that a price ceiling or a price floor? It's always a price floor. Because think about it. If you're running a gas station, you're not selling as much candy as you want, what are you going to do? You're going to put it on sale. You're going to lower the price so people buy more of it. If for some reason you're not allowed to lower the price, that would be a price floor, keeps you from going any lower. And then at 80 cents, same idea. Who's bigger, supply or demand? Quantity demand is bigger than quantity supplied, and that means that you have a shortage. People want to buy 76 candy bars, but the gas station only went out and bought 20 to sell to them. So that's a shortage. How big of a shortage is it? Well, we subtract 76 minus 20. That gives us 56. And anytime you have a shortage, that is a price ceiling. The logical thing to do here would be to raise the price so it'd be worth it to bring more candy bars in. But if they can't do that, if they can't let the price go up, it's being stopped by a ceiling. At $2, we've got a quantity supplied of 80, a quantity demanded of 40. Who's bigger? The quantity supplied. When the quantity supplied is bigger, that is a surplus. How big is that surplus? 80 minus 40. That's a surplus of 40 candy bars a week. Of course, if you have a surplus, you've got too many, you'd like to put them on sale so you can sell more of them. If you're not allowed to do that, it's because the government has a price floor that won't let you lower the price. Price floor always goes with surplus. Price ceiling always goes with shortage. Last one, what happens at $1.20 per candy bar? Quantity supplied is 40, quantity demanded is 64. Well, the bigger one is 64. People want to buy 64 candy bars, but they don't have that many at the gas station. There's a shortage. How much of a shortage is it? Again, you subtract. It's a shortage of 24 candy bars a week. And anytime you have a shortage, that is a price ceiling. And that is problem 5.